In the upcoming years, Marvel Cinematic Universe is going to release quite a few interesting movies in their Phase 4 and 5. Looking at the great success of its productions in the recent years, we all just cannot wait for their new or not that new ideas. Continuations of our favorite character stories, spin-offs, sequels. The MCU fans will surely find something for themselves. The era of superheroes is here to stay, and that is what they have on their plates right now. The upcoming MCU productions for 2020-2022. Eternals. First information on that production came out in 2018. The president of Marvel Studio, Kevin Feige, admitted that such works had already started. The original date of release was set to be the 6th of November 2020, but eventually it was moved to 12th of February 2021, which is going to be a premiere date in the USA. Directed by Chloe Zhao and written by Matthew and Ryan Freppo, is one of the most awaited production, mostly due to the announcement of an incredible set of the cast. It is enough to say that one of the main roles is going to the long not seen, one and only Angelina Jolie. By her side we are going to see Richard Madden as Icarus, Kumail Nanjiani as Kingo, or Salma Hayek as Ayak, and Brian Tyree Henry as Phastos. Hey, if you want to stay tuned when it comes to more new productions, subscribe to our channel and like it, just to make sure you will not miss any of our other videos and ideas. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It is one of the 5 movies which are MCU's Phase 4. That incredibly successful idea was put under question at the very beginning of its creation, all due to an offensive tweet, which led to firing the director James Gunn. Luckily, the whole problem was solved a year later, and the whole works could start up with full speed. Since the premiere of the first Guardian of the Galaxy in 2014, this new story has gained millions of fans all around the world and earned incredible money for MCU. Therefore, they keep coming back with another part. Volume 3 is supposed to be released on the 5th of May 2022. The date's still not defined, with Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Peter Quill, Dave Bautista as Drax, Pom Klementieff as Mantis. We are also going to hear some great voices behind Rocket or Groot, which will belong to Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel. X-Men Universe. This franchise has also been an incredible success, recently mainly thanks to Deadpool. No surprise, 20th Century Fox has been working on the New Mutants for some time. At the beginning, it was planned as the first part of a trilogy, but since the Walt Disney Company regained control over the characters on the 20th of March 2019, these assumptions will probably not come true, and according to some American sources, many of them universe and projects have been abandoned. Still, the New Mutants is going to be released in the United States on the 28th of August 2020. Directed and written by Josh Boone, it will include such names as Maisie Williams, who plays Ron Sinclair, and Wolfsbane at the same time. She's a woman that can turn herself into a wolf. Furthermore, Anya Taylor-Joy, Charlie Heaton, Henry Zaga. Spider-Verse sequel. When an idea came out to transform a Spider-Man movie into a feature film cartoon, many were really skeptical. However, the animated superhero turned out to be a great success, and so the producers decided to go on with a sequel. It was originally planned to be released in the USA on the 8th of April 2022. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, the date was changed to the 7th of October the same year. Thanks to Chris Anka, a comic book artist, we know that the works set off in March 2020. As well as the first part of the story, it is going to be directed by Joaquim dos Santos, whereas the script is being written by David Callahan. It is a writer who stands behind such hits as Zombieland 2 or the new Wonder Woman 1984. The cast is not yet known, but as the story is going to continue the plot of romance between Miles and Gwen, we can expect the comeback of Shameik Moore and Haley Steinfeld. Female Spider-Verse. Talking about the Spider-Verse, the next proposal from Marvel is connected with Gwen Stacy, a supportive character in the first film. This time the producers decided to bring her to the front and make her the main one. It goes in line with the Hollywood tendency to balance gender representation in the industry. It is claimed that the director is going to be Lauren Montgomery, while the scriptwriter, Beck Smith. Although this idea is full of speculations, we are really looking forward to meeting some more female spider characters sometime later. Black Panther. During the D23 Expo 2019, Kevin Feige confirmed that the sequel of Black Panther is going to be made. It shouldn't be a surprise, as the first part turned out to be a tremendous success, earning more than $1.34 billion and brought a new superhero to the stage. Planned for the 6th of May 2022, although with the worldwide situation right now and changes made to Phase 4, we cannot be sure it is going to stay that way. The viewers are expected to see the same actors, such as Boseman as T'Challa, Black Panther, Winston Tukas and Baku, Letitia Wright as Shuri, or Angela Bassett as Ramonda, and Martin Freeman as a CIA agent. Some of the actors still do not answer directly to questions connected with the movie. Ryan Coogler is going to write and then direct the picture. Black Widow. The first film of Phase 4 for the MCU is going to be the Black Widow. The character first appeared in 2004 and has been developing since then. The role was given to Scarlett Johansson, and we could see her as Black Widow in a few Marvel productions. Now it is time for her own movie. The premiere will take place on the 6th of November 2020 in the USA and on the 28th of October 2020 in the United Kingdom. It was directed by Kate Shortland and produced, of course, by Kevin Feige. The shooting took place from May to October 2019 in places like Budapest or Morocco. Some of the viewers had a sneak peek on the story during the Comic-Con, where the official trailer was presented for the first time, and that made them think that it is going to tell the story of Romanoff before she joined Avengers. We can see the before-mentioned Johansson, together with Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, David Harbour as the Red Guardian, Ray Winston as Dreykov, Rachel Weisz as Melina Vostokov, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This is going to be a new addition to the MCU family, although the idea has been there for years. The first ideas for such a hero go back to the 1980s. Finally, the film with the first-time Asian superhero is going to be released on the 7th of May 2021, instead of the 12th of February 2021, which would be perfect as it is the first day of the Chinese New Year. Unfortunately, the pandemic influenced the change. Simu Liu is going to play Shang-Chi. He's a Canadian actor who has worked as a stuntman for many years, so martial arts are nothing new to him. He was also in the Netflix production Kim's Convenience. There is also going to be Tony Leung as the Mandarin, Awkwafina, and Ronnie Chieng. Venom 2. The first Venom, with Tom Hardy as anti-hero, in 2018 was incredibly popular. Now we are waiting for the second part. It is directed by Andy Serkis, and the title is Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. The shooting lasted from November 2019 to somewhere around April 2020, and the movie will be released on the 25th of June 2021. It is quite obvious that Tom Hardy is back on the screen. Together with him, we will see Michelle Williams playing his ex-wife Anne Wayne. Quite sure is also the appearance of Naomi Harris as a villain. There have been some rumors about Tom Holland and his Spider character being involved, but that also has not been openly confirmed yet. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Although awaited, the announcement that Doctor Strange is coming back was a surprise mainly due to the title. It is going to be the last film of the Phase 4 at the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There were more surprises to come, as it was revealed that it is going to be a crossover to WandaVision, so we can expect Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda Maximoff somewhere along the way. Benedict Cumberbatch is going to play Doctor Strange himself, and Benedict Wong is going to come back as Wong. This movie is going to have its premiere on the 25th of March 2022. The first date was the 5th of November 2021, which was later taken by Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3. The Marvel Studio and Sony are working together on the next Spider-Man movie. Tom Holland is obviously going to be the Spider-Man, as the actor signed an agreement for a trilogy, what, at the same time, was a clear sign that the end of Phase 3 was not the end of his adventure, especially that the fans themselves are expecting him to stay with this character Peter Parker for a longer time. Another confirmed appearance is that of Zendaya as MJ. The rest is still a mystery, but great followers presume that Jacob Batalon and Maria Tomei will also continue with their characters. This new part is going to appear on the 5th of November 2021 and is going to be directed by John Watts. Captain Marvel 4. Captain Marvel with Brie Larson came out to be the first female superhero movie crossing the magical border of billion-dollar income. No surprise there is going to be the second part. Captain Marvel 2 is not going to be directed by the same people, but Marvel announced that their goal is to find a woman for this role. So far we know that we will be able to watch it at the cinemas from the 8th of July 2022, of course with Brie Larson as Carol Danvers. Although it is claimed that the actress has signed an agreement for many more films to come, some fans aren't sure if she should keep on playing that role. It is also safe to assume that Lashana Lynch is going to be invited to the production. Thor: Love and Thunder. During the Comic-Con, another part of Thor's adventure was announced. That would be the fourth of the series. The release date has been moved, like many others, and is now stated to be the 11th of February 2022. Once again, it will be directed by Taika Waititi, who at the same time might take the role of Korg, as it was done in Thor Ragnarok. We cannot expect anyone else than Chris Hemsworth as Thor, although his contract expired after the third movie. There is also going to be Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, Natalie Portman as Dr. Jane Foster, or Christian Bale. A new twist is connected by introducing a female Thor into the picture. It was based on the Mighty Thor series. Blade. This production is still under questions, but the viewers are waiting with anticipation for the next adventures of Daywalker, announced during the Comic-Con 2019 with no further details. With Mahershala Ali, the Oscar winner, would be Marvel's another great hit. Especially that according to some sources it was Mahershala's idea to bring Blade back to life, as he would really like to get the role. The due date is somewhere in 2022. Many claim it will be October of that year, as MCU has got a convenient gap in its release at the time, and it's Phase 5. This is basically all that is known so far about the production. No further cast names or details of the plot have been made public. The Fantastic Four. And another Comic-Con announcement, The Fantastic Four. Kevin Feige confirmed that the MCU has plans about this production but in Phase 5. It is going to be directed by Peyton Reed, as this is pretty much all that is sure about it right now. We could see his other pictures, such as Ant-Man or Wasp. The Fantastic Four will not appear earlier than in 2022 and can be set in the 60s. The final cast has not been chosen yet as well, and it is not going to be an easy decision, as here we have not one but 4 superheroes at once. However, there are actors who are interested in the project, and that does not surprise us. John Krasinski has already declared he would be in if asked. Hey, you still there? Well, since you made it this far, here are all the shoutouts we promised everyone that commented on our previous video. If you want to be shouted out in our next upcoming video, as well as the ones prior, just make sure you have subscribed to our channel and like this video. What's more, leave a comment that says, "It's my lucky day."